Hey, Duygu.
Hi.
Hey, there you are. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes. Now I can hear you.
Okay, great, great. How's it going?
Good. After Bayram, I have a lot on my plate, Antonio.
You do, huh?
Yes.
You mean at work? You have a lot on
Yes,
your plate
at
at home?
work.
At work?
Mhm.
I see. I
But
see.
I am ready for our lesson now.
Okay, great. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, so I was taking a look at the assignment. Okay. So why don't we go over the assignment? Would you like to do that?
Yes.
Okay. So let's go over the assignment real quick. Okay. And here are your responses. So question. Okay. So, Uh-oh.
First question wrong.
The first question is wrong. Yes, the first answer is wrong. Um, okay, let's take a look at the question here. You s- um so you said number one, right? You said one. The
Yeah.
reason I don't like. Um, so try again. What do you think the answer is?
What I don't like about the place is the weather, right?
What I don't like about the place is the weather. Okay. Okay. Um, all right. Um, so uh so here are the options. Right. So you said number one, the reason I don't like, and the answer was number two, what I don't like. Um, so let me see here. So wait. Let me. I'm gonna write those here. Let me write uh, date here. So what I don't like about something is something. So, look at this as a structure that you can use later, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, you can say, what I don't like about Izmir is what? The traffic, for
Traffic.
example.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
All right. Or what I don't like about Istanbul is the traffic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you can use this structure for anything that you don't like.
Yeah.
Okay. For example, you can say, I don't like the traffic in Istanbul. I don't like the people either. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
then you can say something like, what I really dislike is, um, what I really dislike is
The
the,
traffic.
well, we already said traffic.
Mm-hmm.
The pollution. I don't know. I'm just making something up.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we're saying, all right, I don't like the traffic. I don't like the people. What I really, what I
Mm-hmm.
really dislike or what I really don't like is blah, blah, blah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, remember the name of this type of sentence?
Yes. Clark sentences.
Class
Class
sentences. That's
sentences.
right. That's right. Okay. Now, why do we use it?
Because of emphasize the real answer.
Exactly. We're emphasizing. And in this case, all right, in this case, what are we emphasizing?
The pollution.
Exactly, the pollution. All right. That's why we're doing this, right? That's why we're saying, I don't like traffic. I don't like people. What I really don't like is the pollution. Okay, because yeah, you are emphasizing on pollution. All right, let's go back to the exercise. Okay, number 2 is, okay, you got this one right. And number 3,
Yes, I learned it after watching video, not
right.
writing. Right. I.
Exactly. Yes. What we did was write a letter to apologize. Yes. Okay. Let's keep going. So this one was good. The reason why he left was to avoid the embarrassment. Okay, good. Yeah, this one was a little bit difficult. Um, not until I read the email. Um, yeah. Do you want to try again? Uh, oops, where is it? Yeah. So it's not number 3.
Mm-hmm. I think it was when I read the email.
Was when I read the email that I realized she was leaving me.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay. So, um, it was when I read the email. Okay. Now, oops. So it was when I read the email that I realized she was leaving me. Do you understand the sentence?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
But I cannot make the sentences very comfortable.
Right. Right. Um, okay. Um, for example, I'm trying to give you a scenario about on when someone can say something like this.
Okay.
For example, there are two people talking, and one of them says, um, um, wait, let me think about it. When I um, uh, when okay, so when did you realize that she was leaving you? Um, and the other person says, I don't know. Um, um, was it uh, was it when you was it when you saw her with him? No, it wasn't. Was it when she said goodbye to you? No, it wasn't. Was it when she when was it when she said was it when she said um was it when she said no, was it when she came home angry? No, it wasn't. Are you following the
Mm-hmm,
conversation? Are you
mm-hmm,
following the
mm-hmm.
dialogue?
Yes.
Okay. No, it wasn't. So it was when I read the email that I realized she was leaving me. Okay, so we can say somebody can say something like this in a dialogue like this one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so one person wants to find out when. So this person said, "Well, I don't know," and then this person, "Oh, maybe you realized." Maybe you realized it when you saw her with him. And the
Mm-hmm.
other person said, no, no, no. Oh, and the other person says, well, maybe you realized it when she said goodbye to you. And then the other person said, no, that was not it. Was it when she came home angry? No, it wasn't. It was when I read the email that I realized she was leaving me.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, let's keep going. Uh, okay, this is good. This is, Okay, now the lady in the video explained this.
Yes,
It's not,
it is not R, I think is.
it is, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Even though there are two things here, we say what I want is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, right. Okay, number 8, this is correct, correct, correct. Uh-huh. So let's take a look. What I said I would do is wait for instructions.
Mm-hmm.
You said, what was your, it is what?
Mm-hmm.
It is
I
what I
have,
would
yes,
do.
wrong
What I
answer.
said I would do, yes, what I said I would do is wait for instructions. Okay. This is correct, correct, correct. Uh-huh. Wait, let me write something here in the document. What I said I would do is blah, 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 blah. Okay. Um, hmm. So what he did to pay the mortgage is sell the car. This doesn't sound too incorrect. It sounds okay, but it would be better to say what he did to pay the mortgage was
Wow. Mm,
was sell his car. That's why it's incorrect.
okay.
Okay? All right, let's keep going. This one is correct. 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 Good. 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 Very good. 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 And good. Okay. So not too bad. Not too bad, Duygu. And
Yes, I did it before watching video. If I could, sorry, if I did it after watching video,
Huh?
I could have,
Mhm.
I could have done well,
You could have done better.
better. Yes,
Yes. That the second part of that sentence was correct. Try
but
again the first part.
first part is not.
Yeah. Try it again.
If I if I had if I had done my homework after uh, watching video,
Uh-huh.
I could have done better.
Right. Very good. Can you say that again, please?
If I had done my homework after watching video,
Uh-huh.
I could I could have done better.
Right. You could have done better, or you could have done a better job.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Right. So if I had watched the video, no, if I had done my homework after watching the video, I could have done a better job. Okay? So if I had done the homework after watching the video, I could have done a better job. So try that.
If
You
I
try it.
had done my homework after watching video, I could have done my homework better.
Okay, I could have done my homework better. Okay, good, good. All right. So there was a 9-week holiday. There was a 9-day holiday for Bayram last week in Turkey. I visited my parents and my sister alone and spent all our time together. Because Arif wasn't here, he was in Switzerland for work. My parents live in Güzelçamlı in Kuşadası that has beautiful green fields and clear beaches. On the first day of Bayram, I went to our village and visited my grandmother's. Also, I ate different delicious handmade desserts. Oh, afiyet olsun. The other days of holiday, I read a book called Emotions Dictionary and just lay there doing nothing. Ah, mashallah. It felt perfect and relieved. Some days the weather was very hot, and some people in Güzel Çamlı went to swim. Although I went to the beach, I didn't swim because I was worried about getting sick. Okay. All right. It was during Bayram last week in Turkey when I visited my parents. It was during Bayram last week when I visited my parents and my sister alone, spending all time together. The reason why I went alone was because Arif was in Switzerland for work. Good, good. Chamla, a town in Kuşadası known for its beautiful green fields and clear beaches, is where my parents live. Huh, all right. Okay, not bad, not bad. On the first day of Bayram, it was when I went to our village and visited my grandmother's, enjoying various delicious handmade desserts. Well, when you start your sentence like this,
Hı.
it sounds like um you're going to correct something that's wrong.
Hmm.
Like um remember the dialogue? Remember this
Yes.
dialogue?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So it was when I read the email that I
Mhm.
realized she was leaving me. Okay, so it's something like it was when I blah 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 that I blah blah blah.
Hmm.
Okay,
Okay.
that's the structure. For example, it was when I kissed her that I realized I love her.
Mhm.
All right. It was when Arif came home that I realized I can't live without him. All right.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Let's go back to the homework. It was during the other days of the holiday that I read a book and just lay there doing nothing. Okay, so look, here you use that.
Mhm.
Okay, so that's good.
Mhm.
But remember, when you use this structure, you make it sound like you're correcting
Hmm.
something that is wrong.
Okay.
Okay. Remember the questions. Remember the questions about who invented the phone,
Hmm.
who invented
Mhm.
the electricity. So I was saying um, uh, Tesla invented the
Yes,
phone,
yes. I
right? So
understand.
you said, you said it wasn't. Tesla.
Hmm,
Can you complete that sentence? It wasn't Tesla.
Tesla. It was uh, işte blah blah who was who read the blah blah, for example.
Exactly. Exactly. Okay. So you use that structure because you want to correct something.
Okay.
Okay. All
It
right.
needs a dialogue, I think.
Right. It needs
Hmm.
something, it needs a previous dialogue. Right. Um, by the way, the name of the book I read was Emotions Dictionary. Some days it was the weather that was very hot, prompting some people, even though I went to the beach. The reason why I did not swim was my worry about getting sick. Okay, not bad, not bad. But remember, it was when it sounds like, you're trying to correct something.
Mhm.
Now, um, the lady in the video used what cleft
Mhm.
sentences? Okay, she used a lot of, well, she used many what cleft sentences.
Mhm.
And I was hoping um you um I was hoping you created those what clef sentences. I know it's a bit difficult. I know, and so maybe we can come up with a couple of what clef sentences together. So, for example, um, let me see. I visited my parents and my sister alone and spent all time together because Arif was here, he was in Switzerland for work. My parents live in Gusarbachi in Kusadasa that has beautiful green, clear beaches. Well, for example, on the first day of Bayram, I went to our village and visited my grandmother's. Okay?
Mhm.
Here, you can use a clef sentence. Let me show you how. Um, um, what I did on the first day of Bayram was
Hmm.
go to our village and visit my grandmother's.
Mothers. Mhm.
Okay? So look, what I did on the first day of Bayram was go to our village and visit my grandmother's. Okay?
Okay. Mhm.
That's one way you can use a what clef sentence. Let's see. Also, I ate different delicious handmade desserts. Um, uh, the other days of holiday, I read a book. I read a book called Emotions Dictionary and just lay there doing nothing. Um, so, um, what you can say, what I also did was read a book called Emotions Dictionary and lay there doing nothing. Okay.
Mhm.
Um, um, okay, it felt perfect and relieved. Some days the weather was very hot, and some people in September went to swim. Um, for example, some days the weather was very hot, and here you can add a clef sentence
Mhm.
to say what people did in Güzel Çamlı.
Yes. What
So
some people
right,
went to swim.
and what some people did
Okay.
in Güzel Çamlı
Hmm.
was
Uh, was went to swim. Not went to. Go to.
Uh,
Go
right.
to swim.
Go swimming.
Go
Okay.
swimming, yes.
Go swimming. Although I went to the beach, I didn't swim because I was worried about getting sick. Okay. So there you can say you can use this, the reason why. Um, okay. Okay. Hmm. I would like you to try this one more time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Try this one more time. I let me make a suggestion.
Okay.
Remember that second video? Remember that video? Let me show you this one.
Okay.
Uh,
Hi, Sean here for BBC.
the second one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I recommend you watch this second video again,
Okay.
and maybe you can maybe you can uh, type the two stories that she tells.
Mm-hmm.
Type them, analyze them,
Okay.
compare them, okay, and then analyze the cleft sentences,
Okay.
okay, and then try to understand the why she uses those what clef sentences. Okay.
Okay.
Uh, so I'll post that assignment. Okay. But
Mm-hmm.
we should keep working on these clef sentences.
Okay.
All right. Okay. All right. Now I wanted to work on something. Hold on one second. Uh, hmm. What do you see right now on my screen?
My classroom, my homework page.
Okay. All right. Okay. Now, mm, okay. Mm, okay. I wrote this here,
Mhm.
okay, because this is another structure that you can use. Okay. Um, okay. Um, all right. Uh, now we are going to talk about problems and their solutions. Okay? We're going to talk about problems and their solutions.
Mhm.
Okay, that's going to be our topic for tonight and for next week, most probably. Okay, we're going to talk about problems and their solutions. Now, let's go over this word because this is going to be an important word for this topic. And the word is require. Can you use require in a sentence?
For example, it is meant need, I think. No.
Something like that.
For example, I need a pen, for example. I require a pen.
Okay, you require a pen. Very good. Yes, you require a pen. Now, you require a pen for what?
For writing, for example.
For writing. Very good. Very good. Okay, now, if you want to do your job, what do you require? In other words, let's talk about your job requirements. Right? Remind me your job title?
Human Resources Manager.
A human resources manager. Okay. So let's say that you are looking for a human resources specialist, someone who works for you. Now, what are the requirements for this job?
Okay. Some technical skill, for example.
Okay. For example?
Human resources. For example, performance management knowledge and problem solving skill.
Problem solving skills. Okay. So
this kind of skills and knowledge, I think.
Right. Okay. So you as the HR manager require your what? Your employees to know about what? To know about problem solving skills. Right? Okay. Now you as the HR manager require your employees to do what?
To do require, not require, recruit, hiring, hire, right talent, for example.
Right. You require your employees to hire the right people, let's say.
People.
Okay, or the right candidate. Or the right candidates. Okay, you know candidates?
Yes, I know.
Okay. Now, can you think of something else that you require your employees to do?
Yes. You as the HR manager require your employees to have 5 years experience, for example,
Right, to have 5 years of
of,
experience.
of experience. Yes.
Of experience. Good. Good.
Experience in HR field, for example.
In the HR field. Good. Good. Okay. Now, okay. All right. Very good. Very good. Now, we are going to now, because we're going to talk about problems and their solutions, we are going to use specific structures.
Mhm.
Okay? I'm going to show you those structures.
Okay.
But before I show you those structures, I want to teach you, or I want to show you where they come from.
Mhm.
Okay?
Okay.
So I'm going to show them to you. I'm going to show you those structures. But before I do, I want to show you where they come from.
Okay.
Okay? All right. Now, it's important to understand these 3 sentences.
Mhm.
Okay? Now, you understand these, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, we can rephrase these sentences in a different way. Like this. Your employees are required to know about problem solving skills.
Mhm.
All right. So this sentence became this sentence,
Yes.
right? Now, can you do the same for this sentence?
Mhm. Your employees are required to hire the right candidate.
Right, the right candidates. And
Your employees are required to have 5 years of experience in HR field.
right, 5 years of experience in the HR field. Okay. So look, are required to, are required to, are required to. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Now, let me ask you something. Um, uh, can you think of a problem that you have at work?
Mm. For example, related to people or any equipment, for example.
Doesn't matter. Could be anything.
For example, sometimes we could have, yes, we can have some system problem on our laptop, for example,
For what?
for our notebooks.
Oh, your notebooks. Okay.
Yes, some systems doesn't work
Right.
for a while, for example.
Right. Some systems don't work for a while. Okay.
Yes.
Hmm.
Mhm. Or some people don't don't understand each other about a topic, for example, and they can have some unagreements.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Well, let me ask you this.
mhm.
You, as the HR manager, require your employees to have all these, right? To know problem solving skills. Um, you require your employees to hire the right candidates. Now, what can you think of something that you or well, hold on one second. You should think of something that you should require your employees to do. Think of something that you should require your employees to do. You should require your employees to do so that they do their job right.
Mhm. Mm. For example, they
Well,
should
remember,
be
right?
they
We're
should
going to it. Yeah, sorry.
they should be required to uh, solve uh, conflicts, for example.
Okay. Hold on one second. Um, I'm running out of battery. Wait.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So they should be required to
Handle conflicts.
handle conflicts. Okay. Right. So, okay. So you, that's one of the structures that I wanted to show you.
Mhm.
And and I guess you know how to uh, construct this structure. Okay, they should be required. So now I can show you the structure or the structures. But yeah, you seem to know them, so that's great. Um, hold on one second. Um, okay, wait. So, um, okay, so these are the structures that I wanted to show you.
Mhm.
Okay, for example, clubs should be required to install soundproof walls. Okay, pet owners shouldn't be allowed to walk dogs without a leash. Okay, can you read the rest of the sentences, please?
Okay. People ought or not to be required to wear a helmet when riding a bike.
Mhm.
When you think something is absolutely necessary, a law must be passed to control the pollution from vehicles.
Mhm.
Riding a bike on the sidewalk mustn't be permitted. A rule has to be made to require bike lanes on city streets.
Mhm.
Something has got to be done to stop littering.
Right. Okay.
I don't know littering.
When people throw garbage on the street,
Mm-hmm.
That's littering.
Okay.
Çöp atmak.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so it's important that we use these structures when we want to give recommendations and opinions.
Mhm.
Okay, so should be required, shouldn't be allowed, ought to be required, or ought not to be required. Do you know the meaning of ought?
I don't know.
Ought means should.
Okay.
Okay, for example, I should go to the doctor. You can say, or I ought to go to the doctor's office or to the, okay? The only there's no difference in meaning.
Mhm.
The only difference is that ought takes the
To.
preposition to. I ought to. That's the only difference. Okay?
Mhm.
But they have the same meaning. Right?
Okay.
So these structures we want to use when we give recommendations and opinions. So must be passed, mustn't be permitted, has to be made, has got to be done. All right?
Mhm.
Okay. Now let me have you do this exercise real quick. Hold on one second. And okay. So
Okay.
you're going to fill in the blanks with the structures that you think are necessary here. Okay.
Mhm.
Now, there's no right answer here because, it all depends on your opinion. But you're going to use the words in parentheses.
Okay. Uh, young people mustn't be permitted to vote before age 21.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe it could be a rule. I don't know.
Right. Okay. But yeah, I think that's fine. Young people mustn't be permitted to vote before age 21. Okay. If you think it is absolutely necessary, then you
Mm,
say mustn't be permitted. Okay. What else can you say? Instead of mustn't,
mm, shouldn't, I think.
right, young people um shouldn't be permitted to vote before age 21. Right.
Mhm.
Okay. Shouldn't be permitted. Okay. Try number 2.
Uh, laws mm, must be passed to protect people's online privacy.
Very good. Okay. Excellent. Laws must be passed to protect people's online privacy. Okay. Let's try number 3.
People shouldn't shouldn't be allowed to use offensive language in social media.
All right. People shouldn't be allowed. Okay. Good.
Governments um, has governments have to be required to provide healthcare to all their citizens.
Right. Governments have to be required to provide health care. Okay. Not bad. Very good.
Um, Children should be allowed to play while not violent. Children shouldn't be allowed to play violent video games.
Right.
Scientists shouldn't be permitted to use animals for research.
Mhm.
The sale of fur products shouldn't be prohibited.
Prohibited. Okay.
Something shouldn't be done to bir dakika. Something should be done to stop the pollution of rivers and oceans.
Right. Okay, good. So something, can you say that again, please?
Should be done.
Right. Something should be done to stop
Stop
the
the
pollution of rivers and oceans. Is there anything else that you can say?
We can say must, I think something
Something must be done,
done to
right? Or there's one more thing you can say. Something
has to be done or
has to be done, right? And there's one more thing you can say. Something,
something ought to be done.
okay,
Not okay.
ought to be done. And then there's one more thing. It's something between these two.
Hmm.
And look at the
Got, okay.
something has
Has got to be, okay.
something has got to be done. Right. Something has got to be done. All right. Great, excellent. All right. Now, I want to okay, I want to show you something. And I would like you to get, well, I would like to get your opinion about this. Hold on one second. And now take a look at this. These are 8 unusual laws from around the world. Okay. So, can you take a look at the first unusual law and read it out loud, please?
A law prohibits unmarried women from parachuting on Sunday in Florida.
Right. Okay. That's a very unusual law.
Yes.
Okay. So what do you think about that? Now, when you give me your opinion, okay. By the way, do you know the meaning of the word prohibit?
Yes, I look at.
Oh, you looked it up. Okay.
Yes.
You looked it up.
Yeah, I looked it up.
Right, you looked it up. Uh-huh. Right. And what did you find?
It is very wrong law, I think.
It's a very wrong law. All right. So, try to give me your opinion using one of these structures, okay?
Okay. Unmarried woman shouldn't be prohibited. Shouldn't be prohibited.
Unmarried.
Prohibited from parachuting
Right.
on Sunday in Florida.
Right. They shouldn't be prohibited. Now remember, prohibit, the verb prohibit uses this
From.
preposition, right? Prohibit someone from doing something. Okay, so the structure is to prohibit someone from doing something.
Okay.
Okay, so for example, Duygu prohibits Arif from going out at night. All right?
Okay.
All right. Okay, so unmarried women shouldn't be prohibited from parachuting on Sunday in Florida. So um they so what should be done?
Mm,
Unmarried women should
be allowed
allowed
to
to
parachuting
parachute
on Sunday in
on
Florida.
Sunday. Right, in Florida. Exactly. Okay, unmarried women should be allowed to parachute on Sunday in Florida. All right, let's do number 2. And then tell
In
me, yeah,
in Switzerland, it's illegal to keep only one pet if it's a social animal.
right. It's illegal to keep one pet if it's a social animal. Do
Mm,
you
I
understand? Yeah.
I mm-mm.
Right. It's a bit confusing. For example, if I have a dog
Mhm.
is a social animal. If I have a dog in my house, I need to have another social animal in my house. I cannot have just one dog in my house. I need to
Mm.
have another social animal, maybe a cat or
Ah.
yes.
Okay.
Okay. So, what do you think about that?
I think um, keeping only one pet
Mhm.
shouldn't be should like shouldn't be
Mhm.
mm, not.
Well, you can start your sentence like this. Uh, in S-
Okay.
in
In
Switzerland,
Switzerland,
people,
mm,
maybe you can start your sentence like that.
okay,
People,
people should be should be allowed
right, people should
should be
be
allowed
say allowed,
allowed okay allowed not allowed
allowed,
to keep only
keep only
one pet
one pet.
if it is a social animal.
Exactly, that's right. People should be allowed to keep only one pet. Okay. Um, so should people be prohibited from keeping only one pet?
Yes, so sorry.
Yeah, I'll ask you again.
Mhm.
Should people be prohibited from keeping only one pet?
Yes, they should.
They should be prohibited from keeping one pet.
Okay, they shouldn't be prohibited
Right,
from.
they shouldn't be prohibited. Exactly.
Okay.
They shouldn't be prohibited. Okay, let's do number 3.
It's against law to feed the
Pigeons.
pigeons in Venice.
Right.
Pigeons,
Venice.
a bird, I think.
It's a bird, yes.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Uh, in Venice, people should be allowed to feed the pigeons.
Right. In Venice, people should be allowed to feed the pigeons.
Or
Okay.
people shouldn't be prohibited from feeding the pigeons.
Exactly. Exactly. Good. Good. Okay, let's do number 4.
In some states in Australia, you may not leave the car keys inside an unattended vehicle.
Yes, unattended vehicle.
Mm,
You know what that means? Unattended vehicle.
mm-mm.
Um, for example, let's say an unattended vehicle is a car that nobody is watching over, or a car that nobody is taking care of. Uh,
Okay.
uh, if I'm not watching my car, or if I'm not um, if I'm not paying attention to my car, it's that my car is unattended.
Okay.
Okay. When you um when you go to an airport,
Mm-hmm.
um you will you will probably hear an announcement saying don't leave your bags unattended.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. It means keep an eye on your bags at all times.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Don't
Okay,
leave
okay.
them unattended.
I understand, but the law is different. You
Yeah.
may not leave the car keys inside an unattended vehicle.
Mhm.
Okay, yani in some states in Australia, people shouldn't be leave their car keys inside an unattended vehicle. And not leave left.
Should Okay,
Shouldn't be
try
left.
that again. In some states in Australia, people,
Shouldn't
you
be
said
left.
shouldn't be left.
The car keys inside an unattended vehicle.
Well, not really, no. I think what you want to say is people shouldn't leave the car keys inside an unattended vehicle.
Yes.
Değil mi?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So I think what you want to say is this. I just used a cleft sentence. Did you hear it?
Yes.
What you want to say is this. People or no, car keys shouldn't be left
Left. Okay.
inside an unattended vehicle.
Vehicle.
Yeah, but this is not what we want to say. We
Okay.
want to start our sentence with people. So people,
People
look, the law says this. You may not
may not.
leave. Yes, you may not. It means you can't. You can't leave the car keys inside.
People mustn't uh, be allowed to not allowed.
Not allowed, right?
People mustn't be leave the car
Um,
keys.
Well,
Left.
let's try. Remember, it's like I'm telling you, Duygu, you cannot leave your car keys inside. You can't.
Hı-hı.
I am yasaklıyorum.
Obligated. No.
No,
Impossible.
I am prohibiting you from
Hmm.
leaving your car keys inside.
Okay. People mustn't be prohibited
Right, prohibited from
um, leaving the car keys inside an unattended vehicle.
exactly. Exactly. All right. And let's try number 5.
In the UK, women aren't allowed to eat chocolates on public transportation. In the UK,
Mhm.
women should be allowed to eat chocolates on public
Right,
transportation.
right. They should be allowed to eat chocolate in public transportation. All right. Okay, let's try number 7.
In the state of Washington, it's illegal to pretend your parents are rich.
Right.
In state of Washington, pretend your parents are rich. No, pretend,
Pretend.
uh,
You know
like
pretend?
I know, but I didn't remember. I
Look, I am going to pretend to sleep, okay?
okay, okay. Okay, I remember.
All right.
It is illegal to pretend your parents are rich. In the state of Washington, uh, pe people should be
Mhm.
allowed to pretend their
Right.
parents are
Right. Should be allowed
rich.
to. Right. Should be allowed. People should be allowed to pretend.
Pretend their parents are rich.
Right. Their parents are rich. Good. And let's try number 8.
In Finland, taxi drivers must pay royalties if
Uh-huh.
they play music for customers.
Right. Now, what is
Mm,
royalties?
royalties, mm, I know, but how can
Royalty is the money that you get, or let's say
ah,
let's say you're a singer. Okay? Let's say
mhm,
Duygu is a famous singer.
mhm,
Now, I want to use your songs in my marketing campaign. But
mhm,
because I use your songs, I have to pay you money.
mhm.
That money is called royalties.
Royalty.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So
If they
in
play music
Finland,
for
taxi drivers,
customers. Okay. In Finland, um, uh, mm-mm. Taxi drivers. Mm-mm. Um, Taxi drivers must be um, must be allowed to pay, not. Mm-mm. Taxi drivers mustn't prohibited from think.
Well, you
I
can say that,
confused.
yeah, you can say taxi drivers mustn't be required to pay royalties
Hmm.
if they play music for customers. All
Yes.
right. So they
Mhm.
mustn't be required. Okay, because the law says that they have to
Uh-huh.
pay royalties,
Okay.
but they shouldn't be required, or they mustn't be required to pay royalties. Okay. All
Okay.
right. So the objective of tonight's lesson was to be able to use all these structures, okay? Mustn't be required, or must be required, should be allowed, or shouldn't be allowed, okay? Mustn't be prohibited, or must be prohibited, okay? Should be allowed, shouldn't be prohibited. Okay, that was tonight's objective.
Okay.
Now, I'll ask you to, I'm gonna give you an assignment which looks very similar to this. Okay,
Okay.
and you're going to write your opinion. Okay, so you're going to write something like this. Okay, I'm going to show you, I'm going to give you a list of 10 other unusual laws around the world, from around the world. And then you're going to say, something like this. People should be prohibited, people should be allowed, shouldn't be allowed, should be permitted, shouldn't be permitted.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
And that's it.
Yes, let's call it a night.
Let's call it a night. All right, let's call it a night. I'll see you next week.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Um, I think, hold on one second. I think I'm going to have, yes, I can think of 3 assignments to give you right now. So, I hope you're not too busy on the weekend.
Okay.
All right.
It's good for me.
Yes. All right. Very good. Very good. So, enjoy the rest of the week.
You too. Have a good night. Bye bye.
Thank you. All right. Bye-bye. See ya.